Welcome to Tarot and Tunes, full moon in Capricorn episode. How are you? Welcome to the show. I'm so glad that you're here. Happy Tuesday. How's everyone doing? Today, Mercury stationed out of retrograde. I was about to say retrograde. Nope, Mercury stationed direct, my loves. So this means that we are out of the thick of that Mercury retrograde, and we are in that post-shadow phase for the next 2 weeks. Things are gonna be easy, and it's gonna be really, really different than the energy that we have been in for the past couple of months. Honestly, we've learned enough lessons. We've been tested enough. We've let go enough. Now it is time to enjoy some peaceful, calm, beautiful summer love. It's going to be awesome. I'm so excited. We have a full show again for you guys tonight. We've got our Amanda is back this week with her Wine a Minute segment. This week, again, doing a sweet cocktail to just kind of flow with those summery vibes, even though it's been straight up chilly for the past couple of days. And I had the heat on my fireplace in the house today, and don't at me, I don't care, I was cold. So Amanda is back, and we're going to get into that. We've got the moon, unpack. I'm going to tell you a little bit about some of what those other planets are up to, and then of course we have the full reading for all signs. We're going to get into the energy of this Capricorn moon, which is insane and amazing. So we're going to jump into it right now. Check out this, I'm very excited to try this drink. I don't know if you can see it. There's muddled up. I'm not even going to say it. I'm not going to give you a hint, but it's really good. And I'm really excited to try it. So we're going to get right into it right now with our Wine a Minute segment with Amanda Steele.
Hey friends. Happy summer solstice. That's what it is today. And it's Father's Day on top of that. It is gorgeous outside, and I am just about to sit down and enjoy a cocktail. And today I have a cocktail that just screams summer. It is the strawberry cucumber mojito. Now, everybody has had a mojito, and if you're lucky enough, you've had them in Cuba. In Cuba, they have the best mint ever. So this is sort of a version of a mojito because it has mint, strawberry, lime, and cucumbers in it. And of course, rum. So I start with a 2 to 3 strawberries in a glass with 1 or 2 leaves of mint. Muddle that up. I'm going to add some ice and a couple of slices of cucumber into this glass. I'm going to use a drizzle of honey syrup. If you don't have this honey syrup, that's okay. Just take honey and a little hot water and melt it down. I'm going to squeeze a wedge of lime in this glass, and then I'm going to use 1 ounce of rum, 1.5 ounces of rum, really. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to shake this up, and it's just an amazing drink. So I'm going to shake this up until it gets really good and mixed, and then I'm going to top it with some club soda and enjoy it, you guys. It is delicious and refreshing. Thank you for all the best wishes, and I hope you have an amazing week.
That was amazing. I love that we got to actually watch her build this cocktail that I now have transferred into my glass. So I'm going to give this a taste. And as I do, it wouldn't be Tarot and Tunes without the tunes. So we have a great playlist for you guys this week. I have hand selected some sick songs, some releases from, or a brand new release from one of my faves, Cigar Club. You guys know I love this band. They just released a new tune. It's starting, I think it's kicking us off with our playlist. So we're going to go producer, not Pat. DJ, spin that shit. Okay. Oh my gosh. I wish that you each had one of these strawberry mojitos with you right now, because that is straight up delicious. That's going to go fast. And I have another whole one I can have after the show. So I'm pretty excited. Okay. This is amazing. We have so much going on. So, last week was pretty crazy for us with the music not working the whole time. Mercury was in retrograde. It's not now. Everything should be flowing smoothly, but we're kind of testing out a few new things. So let us know if you can hear it, if you can't. And I hope you guys enjoy this. So this is that new tune from Cigar Club. If you don't follow them on Instagram and Spotify, you got a problem, because they're incredible and they have amazing music. So make sure that you go over to their Spotify, and the playlist, the master playlist for this whole show is on. I tag it with every episode, and I have a reel on Instagram showing you how you can follow it. Tarot and Tunes playlist on Spotify. If you look it up on Spotify, you'll see my face, like the cover page, and you can follow it, because this playlist is straight up golden, and it's all indie artists who are trying to become, the up and coming bands and working really hard. And since COVID, we need to support all of the musicians that we possibly can. So make sure that you check that out. Okay, let's get into this moon unpack. So I made notes again. This is my new thing. It helps me not forget anything, because this moon and a bunch of the other ones that we've had for the past couple of months have been crazy, right? So let's get into it. This moon is going to be obviously in Capricorn, like I said, and it is the biggest, it's one of the biggest, most powerful events of this year. If you paused your manifesting game and practice for the eclipse season, like I had recommended and suggested, and most people kind of do, because everything changes in an eclipse season, and what you're trying to manifest you may not want when it's done. Partner that with a Mercury retrograde, we're completely being flipped upside down. So it's always good to pause that, really focus on clearing out the space, and then focusing back on that manifestation. So if you have paused that manifestation game for the eclipse season, now is the perfect time to start it up again. And I can't even begin to tell you how magical it is, this moon in Capricorn. It's so powerful. So if there is something that you want to plant, usually we do that with the new moon, but it doesn't matter. You will also notice things that you were working on before eclipse season and maybe put on pause will come in now. Mercury has stationed direct, like I said. So we're over that strongest part of the retrograde, and we just have the 2 kind of week shadow phase, and things are really, really, really settling down for us. This moon, obviously in the sign of the goat, in that beautiful water mermaid Capricorn goat thing. So Capricorn's a bit of a misunderstood sign. A lot of people think that they're all work, no play, strictly business, really grounded, really rational, really foundational, and they can be that way. But Capricorns play as hard as they work, and they know that they set themselves up for this success, because they're I'm going to put in that hard work and nose to the grindstone, and I know I'm capable of that. And when I'm done, you best believe I'm spending a week or 2 in Cuba on an all-inclusive, and I'm going to be hammer drunk in the front row with big eagle wings singing a Lynyrd Skynyrd or something like that. It was Talladega Nights or something. I just went off into a movie quote. So they are really quite the opposite. So this full moon in Capricorn is it's going to be bringing in a lot of really, really incredible opportunities for success in the business world, as well as in our, professional type of aspects of our lives. Maybe it's a hobby, or maybe it's a project. And offering us the chance to kind of reward ourselves for everything that we've achieved or reached. We're going to have goals being reached. We're going to have manifestations that we've been doing forever and paused, hopefully, coming in right now and offering us the chance to reward ourselves when we reach those goals. And all of a sudden things are just gonna magically seem like they're just falling into place. If you are sitting in a place right now where you're everything is a hot mess and I can't see any way out of it and I don't know how it'll work out, honestly, just trust, babe, right now, because everything can just magically fall into place in this Capricorn new moon energy. Take time out to enjoy those rewards, right? You don't want to be just constantly working towards the next thing. You might even consciously choose to put your obligations aside for a little bit. Maybe take a Friday, maybe take a Monday, get that long weekend going, or just allowing yourself to have like a big, huge cheat day and like eating a full pizza to yourself, something like that. There is also energy of like some sexy times in the bedroom coming in under this Capricorn sign. So like maybe you're spicing things up, maybe you're trying something new, or just allowing yourself to really just like feel those new experiences with your partner, or maybe getting into a new relationship. There's going to be an increase in our emotional strength as well, especially since we're inside of this Cancer season. So your intuition and your emotional intelligence will help you overcome pretty much any challenges in relationships. And especially now that the fog has lifted and has cleared, any sketchiness from that last eclipse is really in the past. We have nothing but optimism, honesty, and luck heading our way. Somebody out there has got like a throat chakra thing going on right now. Someone's not speaking their truth. That resonates with you. That's for you. What's next? Okay, Jupiter. Jupiter is in retrograde in Aquarius, and Jupiter rules Capricorn. So this theme is like looking towards the future. It's not a bad thing that Jupiter's in retrograde. It's like we're looking towards the future. Full moons are obviously incredible times for manifesting and like reaping all of the rewards. And then the universe knows that we've been wanting those things, so the universe is going to deliver that, right? It's a really good time to reap all of those rewards. It's coming in for us this week. If you haven't fully received the goal or the gift or the magic, take some time to ask for it. Like I said, the manifesting is powerful right now. So if you haven't quite don't be surprised if you set intentions to manifest right now and receive them within this, these next couple of weeks in this full moon and Capricorn energy. Especially with the ability that Capricorn gives us to stand in our power. It's really time to accept the praise that people are trying to give you and ask for what you deserve. If you haven't gotten it, ask for it. If the goal's not coming in, ask for it in a manifestation. Do something in the physical realm and the non-physical realm to really concrete that manifestation. So asking for it physically, deliberately clearing things out, putting things in place, doing some work towards it, writing it down, and then non-physical, meditating, writing and burning, crystal work, full moon rituals. I'll get into a little bit of that. Lastly, you can use this Capricorn energy to really ground yourself and plant some seeds as well. It's a great time to start like a new romance. I know I've been kind of saying like hold off on that for the last little bit. It's a really good time to do that right now and fully letting the past go as you do. There's no more rear view mirrors. We're only looking forward. We're letting go of all that nostalgia. Like if you have shit from your ex in your house right now that like you haven't fully cleared out and like actually have a reason for keeping it, get rid of that stuff. It's not time to do that right now. So producer not Pat, you're shaking the camera. Call him right out. The robot was methodically shaking the camera. So other than that, Cancer season is going to be bringing out the summer love instinct and this beautiful, just like joyous, like flower crown time. Really use this also to focus on what you appreciate in your partners and your relationships. And that will help you anchor in the present, which is going to help the manifestation and help the relationships grow. Tell people that you love them. Tell people what they mean to you. Above all else, remember to have fun and take some time for yourself. Plan a vacation. Like I said, maybe a staycation if you can't go anywhere. Allow yourself to enjoy the simple things. It's coming and it's going to be great. Just go with this flow and really just like kick your feet up and allow it to come in. So that is the full moon in Capricorn unpack. And that was a lot. So obviously, if you weren't able to soak it all in, which I talk super fast, so it makes sense if you weren't, you're going to want to go back and watch just this part again. I have been clipping everything up and making micro content for our YouTube page. So make sure that you go over to our YouTube page, Rattle One on YouTube, and check out the clipped version. So I break it all down by element sign and I do the full moon new moon unpacks up there too so that you can see it. You can also obviously rewatch this entire show on Facebook at a later time. It's up to you, but I would love it if you guys head over to our YouTube page, Rattle One's YouTube page, and click subscribe. 2 more pages to follow. Tarot by Anneille on Facebook. If you don't do that already, please do. It would be very much appreciated by me as you support me on this journey and help me support you. And also on Instagram. Instagram is like my main focus, but everything gets posted to both pages. But Instagram's just so much more user friendly for the posts. Obviously, the show is going to stay on Facebook, at least for the foreseeable. No, that was behind. Foreseeable. Foreseeable is in the back when we're not looking that way. Foreseeable future. Okay. Whoo! I love it. This is a great tune as well. So I am going to start this full moon reading with, I don't know, I'm feeling air signs. I don't think air signs has ever had an opportunity to go first. Like I said, I'm not following any kind of strict list this time in order, because some people work and they've reached out and like, I want to watch your live, but you're always done by the time it. So I'm going to get into air signs first. But my loves, if you haven't already figured out what your moon and what your rising signs are, you're going to want to do that. Because you get more than just one reading in this. You have a sun, you have a moon, and you have a rising sign. And I talk about this a lot during the readings and the shows. I'm not going to get into it all over again, but you have 3 signs. One is responsible for like your main primary. Your moon is your evolution, your transformation, that kind of, that kind of version of you. And your rising sign is the way you present to the world. So you may find that you resonate with your moon or rising sign more than you do with your sun sign. So make sure that you check them all out. We're going to start with air signs, like I said. I'm going to have a good sip of this. There's strawberries in it. It's so good. It's so good. I'm going to have more. I'm like actually really, really happy that I got this drink for this week. It's really good. Producer not Pat. You're missing out. All right, guys, I have switched it up for this week, and I am not using sage. I'm actually using sweetgrass because sage is very much over-farmed, and I don't purchase it. If it's gifted to me, I will use it, but I am trying to not purchase it as much as possible. Obviously, when there's nothing else around, we have to use what we can use, but always ask for permission to work with this medicine. Sage medicine and sweetgrass too, but sage more importantly. Always ask for permission and make sure that if you're using it, you just need a tiny, tiny, tiny little piece. No more of this bundling around your whole thing. Like, you don't need it. You just need a little piece. Use it sparingly and purchase it from a indigenous owned store or community member. First Nations are indigenous because we want to support them as much as we possibly can, and it's their medicine, so we're not going to buy it from Urban Barn. We're going to get it from them. Obviously, you're going to do what you want, but that's my recommendation. All right, just shuffling these cards up and getting connected to that air sign energy, my beautiful Aquarius, Libras, Geminis, remembering that we are still inside of Aquarius season, and Aquarius specifically, you guys are going to be the leaders of the change, right? Somebody needs to lead, and it's going to be Aquarius. Virgo are going to be the birthers, the creators. They're going to make the space open for it to happen, and then Aquariuses are going to lead. Just, you need a leader, and it's the age of Aquarius, so it makes sense. All right, connecting to that energy, beautiful, free-spirited, selectively emotional or ridiculously cold people. Whoa. That was a lot. All right. A lot popping out. What else? Yeah, you guys are great. You're like, try to pin an Aquarius down. It's super, super hard to do so. All right. I am just going to intuitively be guided to where the cards would like to be cut and grab our thing here. There we go. Okay. All right. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, my air signs. You guys have the Seven of Wands. There's a lot of, look at my little plant right there. There's a lot of heaviness with this. Let's bring it up, producer, not Pat. Whew. There's a lot of heaviness with this, but it is still optimistic. So obviously keeping in mind that we are inside of that beautiful Capricorn moon energy for this reading. Obviously, it is on Thursday. I can't believe I didn't even say that. The full moon is not today. It is on the 24th of July. It is on Thursday. So, yes. So Aquarius and Libras and Gemini. Sorry, I got a little distracted there. This is for that full moon energy. This is what's coming in for you guys. It feels like obviously Seven of Wands is all about kind of standing your ground and really anchoring yourself into your position. There are going to be, like, for some of you, I feel like the bigger you become, the more successful you become, the more momentum you gain, the more eyes on you, the bigger the target you will become. It's like when there's a leader, when there's, someone marching in the army and they're out front and they're waving the flag, like, you're also leading everybody, but you're also the biggest target. So, you will be the first to get hit because you're out there. So there are going to be people challenging you right now. I feel like there's an energy of, like, they want what you have. They want what you've worked so hard to get to. So it's time to really protect yourself. Obviously, yeah, like that. The bigger the success, the bigger the target. The more eyes on you. The more haters, the more trolls, the more people who will disagree with what you're doing or how you're doing it, or challenge your knowledge or your education or your expertise or your experience. They may tell you, like, you're doing something wrong, or you don't know what you're talking about, or you're a fake, or you're a scammer. Like, all that kind of stuff is there. People are going to be coming at you because they want what you have. They've realized that they did not do all of that manifesting, all of that clearing, all of that letting go. They resisted Mercury retrograde. They ignored eclipse season. They didn't do any clearing. They didn't do any letting go. And now you have, my air signs, you've done that stuff, and now you're getting all of the reaping the rewards inside of this Capricorn moon energy, and they're going to be like, oh, like, I should be there. I was like, you didn't do anything. You didn't do the work. I did the work, and now you're going to come at me because you want mine, because you think you can do it better, or maybe you've been doing it longer, but you haven't been doing the right type of work, or not right type of work, but you haven't been really integrally doing the work. You've just been doing, like, the steps, and you haven't really, like, dove down inside yourself to really find the depths of your soul and go through all of that tower and that pain and all of that to get to where you are. Like, you're not coming for mine. You're not taking it from me. Protect yourself. Stay in your power. Some of you may need to get legal guidance or, like, a support team or protection. I'm not seeing anything physical violent whatsoever. It's more like they're coming after your success or your project. So when I say legal advice or legal support, it might be because you might have to, like, deal, like, somebody's trying to be you or take your name or take your success or claim that they did something that you actually did. And support team is like, lean on the people who are there. Lean on the people who support you and respect you and want to work with you because they believe in you, right? So really flowing into that, I feel like you need to be prepared, because some of this kind of feels like it could come out of the blue. So be prepared. You don't need to be on guard. Just be prepared that, like, there may be, somebody coming to challenge your success or your peace. Just be prepared. Have your shit together. Stay out of deception, stay out of lies, stay out of competition, stay out of the gossip, stay out of the engaging in the lower vibrational behaviors. Just stay the fuck out of it. Stand firm in yourself. Someone or something is going to be, like, challenging all of this beautiful full moon, magic and falling into place and goal alignment and reaping of the rewards that's coming in for you. It's gonna appear to you, I see for some of you that it appears as like a block, like you see it as like a brick wall in your path, and you're not going to be able to see anything outside of it. Remember that Capricorn full moon energy is going to also bring in some of, like, everything just magically falls into place. So that will happen. You can overcome this block, this percepted block of these people or things that are coming to challenge your success and your rewards that are coming in, you can overcome that by standing your ground, staying strong in your self-esteem, staying strong in your sense of self, in your heart chakra, in your solar chakra, in your integrity, in your ethics, in your morals, just staying strong inside of yourself, and also continuously self-improving, learning from this situation, being open about anything, that might be happening that you feel like you could share about, being transparent. Boundaries are another big, huge thing for you, my air signs in this situation. Anchor in those boundaries, hold your ground, take a stand. Like, this is yours to protect. You're going to defend it at all costs. This is yours. You don't need to worry. You're not going to have to resort to anything that doesn't align with you either as you defend this. And it will work out in your favor as long as you have that courage, that persistence, that strength, that determination. You will succeed. It's going to happen to you because it's your birthright. You've worked hard for this. You're deserving of this. So don't worry. Trust the universe. It's just, this may be presented to you and it's going to be just another test. And like I said, we've gone through all the tests of Mercury retrograde, so don't see this as a huge big thing. It's just going to be okay, I knew this was coming. I don't need to worry because I know me. I'm prepared, which is also a good thing to be anyways, I feel like, for you air signs, because you've worked really hard to get to where you are. So you need to just prepare yourself for that kind of worst case scenario, but it's going to be okay, and you will be successful and you will succeed over these people, and they're going to end up, for some of the situation, and for anybody that has a specific person, I see them looking really dumb when this is done, and you being unscathed, and you're like, I don't have to worry about it. Again, you might be a little caught off guard, but you don't have to worry because you're going to be grounded in that beautiful, high-intentioned, highest self energy. So that is what I'm getting for the air signs. Oh my goodness, I love it. Okay, I don't know what that meant, producer not Pat. Okay, now I know what it meant. We're going to jump into the next sign. We're going to do our fire signs, I'm feeling. So let's clear out these cards and connect to the fire sign. Air signs felt like it was a little bit long there, but there was a lot coming in, so it just is what it is. All right. I am going to connect to the fire sign energy, my Aries, my Sagittarius, my Leos, you beautiful fiery people. We're going to jump in right into this sign because I want to be able to get everything in before the end of the show. If you know a fire sign, if your zodiac moon or your sun, moon, or rising sign is a fire sign, you're going to want to tune in. If you know a fire sign, tag them in the comments, bring them out here. You could help with my modest goal of having 100 on the live. That is what I'm looking to achieve. If you know people that might be interested, tag them. If you're part of a group that you're allowed to share in, share it. You guys would be helping me out so much, and I appreciate it because I'm working very hard, and I hope to get my success in this as well. So, all right. Fire signs, I'm feeling that connection, just intuitively being guided to where the cards would like to be cut. All right. Okay. All right, fire signs. Ooh, let's get a shot of that, producer, not Pat. Check this out, fire signs. You got yourself the Fool here. Let's bring this back on up. I'm just having a sip of my drink. So delicious. Not overly sweet. Just so good. Okay. Diving right into it. The Fool here for my fire signs. Okay. Eclipse season, retrograde, Gemini season, it all got you to let go. You did all of that work. You cleared out your paths. You did what you needed to do. You really dug in and did the work. And you've kind of been put through it, fire signs. I feel like for a lot of you, it's been very, very, very challenging and hard. I feel like a lot of you, I can see some daggers. I feel some hard hitting shit. A lot of you have let go of some stuff that you've been carrying around with you for, the better part of your life, and you've really just let go and surrendered. And I can feel that coming in. You really you really reassessed, you really reevaluated, you realized all the things, you paused, you took a step back, you kind of trusted the universe. You didn't really force anything. You were kind of just flowing, and you allowed all of the painful realizations and the painful, letting go and the shit that the spiritual, the shadow work journey that is not easy, and people see it as like, oh, like healing and spiritual enlightenment is like so pretty, and we just, we post it as a reel on Instagram, and we're like, I'm meditating. It's like, no, it's not like that. It's inky black darkness and pain, and you guys went through it, and you used all of the time. So because you put in all that work, again, especially mirroring this Capricorn moon, now it's coming in for you. Now is the time for you to act. Manifesting huge right now for you fire signs. It's like new adventures, taking risks, new beginnings, not really knowing where you're going to be or where you might land, but trusting the universe to just kind of grab you, like the earth will hold you. You don't have to worry about falling through. It's going to be there. So you don't really have to worry about it. Really just trusting that, taking that next step, taking that risk, trusting your manifestations are going to come in. There's new opportunities here, and there's a lot of new beginnings for you. Some of you, your whole world is going to look completely different, or maybe the way that something was for so long, you were just like, I don't know, it just seems like it's ending, and I guess that's it. And then all of a sudden it works out for you. Like, this is the new risk, new adventure. There's so much potential here. You're really being called to kind of like throw caution to the wind and just go in and do it. Like, whatever you're thinking about right now as I'm reading this to you, whatever is coming to your mind where you're like, yeah, but like I can't because of this. It's like, whatever that is, that's the thing. That's the thing that you are just supposed to jump and do. Leave all of that fear and that worry behind. It's not going to serve you in this journey. It really needs to be like put in that rearview mirror against, again, like what I was saying in the full moon unpack, and just experience new everything. There is going to be more personal growth happening, and it's really gonna be in alignment with, I keep seeing like an alignment with that divine masculine. Like, you've done the nurturing and the healing and the gentleness and the strength and the passion and the determination of that divine femme, and now you're being called to really bring in that divine masculine side. And as you do that, it's like, this is that personal growth, this is that expansion. It's going to be very positive for you. Like, act now, go, jump, do it, be a free spirit, enjoy this whirlwind of a time, take a chance, like embrace your curiosity, like really look into things and just be like, I'm gonna be like a wonder child who's just like so filled with wonder, like that sense of wonderment. Just go around and just be like, everything. It's like, I can see it with my own eyes right now, just looking around this room. It's like I can put myself into this energy that they're talking about, because it's being shown to me. And it's like the white of the rooms and the white of the studio is whiter, and the lights are brighter, and it's so beautiful, and it's so overwhelming with happiness and joy. Like, just relax into that and have fun and play. This is a full moon tie-in for you. Just play and enjoy and be free and really give yourself that space to enjoy it as you go. It's like, now is the time. This is a summer of love for you. This is the summer of good vibes and fun. This is a summer of risk-taking and adventure. Like, we're inside of that Cancer season. Now is the time for you to just go and do these things you've been wanting to and haven't, because you're being a little calculated. Just go and do them with all the fiery passion that you possess, fire signs. Go and get it and be free and be fun and see the world with childlike eyes. That's what's coming in for you, my loves. I hope that resonates and makes sense. Fool card for my fire signs. All right, we are going to jump into the next sign. I am feeling water signs. We're going to do Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. We're inside of Cancer season as well, so you guys are going to want to grab this. Isn't it fitting that, like, when I think about the signs that I want to do, like the next one, I just like go with what like my intuition is telling me. And I think it's funny, this show, that it's a Capricorn full moon, and now I saved earth signs to last. That's just interesting to me. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit more of this sweet grass. I'm like kind of like low-key worried that at one point it might just but it doesn't burn like that. And it's just not, I'm using my lighter. It just doesn't light. It's not lighting for me. There we go. All right. Perfect. We just need a little bit, that sweet grass. I chose that. Obviously, I told you why, but just bringing the sweetness in as well. So, water signs. We're going to do your reading now. Just going to connect to your energy of that water sign collective, my beautiful Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. You guys are, you are the emotional signs of the zodiac, but like everyone is kind of in some sense, but like you guys get a weird rap for being like overly emotional, but some of you aren't. Like a Cancer is not like overly emotional. They can be, but they're not like super, super, super overly emotional. But anyways, we are inside of that Cancer season. If you didn't catch the post on Instagram or Facebook that I put up about what you can expect during this Cancer season, which started on the 20th, 21st-ish. It's always hard with where people live in the world. Summer solstice, happy summer solstice, and goes all the way to the 22nd of July. So lots of time to work with this Cancer season energy simultaneously with this full moon in Capricorn. So if you haven't checked that post out, save it, share it, so that you can reference it and stuff. There's some guidance in there about what to expect during this Cancer season. All right, my water signs. We're going to get your reading for you here. Feeling that connection. Just going to intuitively be guided to where the cards would like to be cut. All right. Okay. Let's get a shot of that, producer Not Pat. We have the Hierophant for you beautiful babies. This is amazing. All right, let's bring this up. So, I know that the Hierophant can kind of be like synonymous with getting into that structure and following like the conformities and the confines of the system and stuff, and that is coming through for me right now for you guys as well, but not in the same kind of way. It feels like you are really being called to like expand. For some of you, it's going to be spiritual. For some of you, it's going to be earthly. For some of you, it's going to be emotional. And when I say earthly, I mean like maybe personal, like personally, vocationally, like, your jobs, your projects, your hobbies, health-wise, anyone's of those things, like all the tangible, tactile things. And your spiritual, obviously, spiritual practices and the things that you do, and then emotional would just be in alignment with like your thoughts and your feelings and all of that stuff. So there's expansion. You're being called for expansion here right now into the foundations of those things. I feel like there is an essence of structured learning coming in for you, and like some of you might be taking some courses or doing some formal study, or maybe just like expanding some knowledge in some senses, or maybe looking towards like, again, that mentor, that elder, somebody who's been there, somebody who knows, somebody that you trust, really not looking towards people who are just like doing it themselves, but finding someone who's done it in whatever capacity this means for you. I see a lot of routine coming in here for you and like conforming to that routine. And like a lot of people have a really hard time with routine. You think that it's boring and you don't think that anything good comes from it, because you should be like living your life and drive and all that stuff, being passionate and going and getting it. It's like routine is one of the most foundational and important things for success and for your best self to develop. Those routine practices of like waking up, having a coffee outside, grounding yourself, journaling, meditating, moving your body, and then getting into your day, drinking water, eating a certain, healthy diet. Like all of those routines, that mundane, everyday kind of that like people see as like boring, that's actually not. People discount that. Like, let's talk about that for a second. That's how you are successful. That's how you set yourself up for success, right? And conforming to that routine is like just staying in your lane. Like a lot of people are going to be talking at you right now, water signs, and you really just need to be able to kind of like horse blinder, but on your ears almost, and just be like, cool, like I get it. I know that you think I should take, like taking this Friday off or off, Friday off, to enjoy that long weekend. Like that full moon energy is calling you, because you should be enjoying that, finding that balance, but like not every Friday, and not every week taking a sick day, and not, letting go of your responsibilities and being a little bit more careless during the summer, because sometimes, we want to be outside and we want to be doing that. Just not allowing people to really like pull you into their like low vibrational zones. So staying in that lane and really looking towards the future. Again, that full moon tie-in with that Jupiter in retrograde in Aquarius is like looking towards the future and setting up your routines, and repetition repetition equals success. That's how you will get there, right? If you're lacking structure and ritual, which I feel like some of you very much are right now, it feels like you've just been kind of a little whirlwindy and like all caught up in whatever the heck's been going on, and that energy has been so crazy, and you've just been like, you can't get out ahead of it, and you've kind of, maybe you're waking up later, or maybe you're neglecting your healthy eating or your exercise, or you're getting outside and you're just being like, well, I wasn't seeing immediate results, so it's obviously not going to be helping me. It's like, no, it's not accurate. You can help yourself by setting up these routines. And like I said, repetition is going to really equal success for you. A lot of structure, a lot of ritual practices here, regular practices, just really diving into that stuff. Honestly, some of you, I keep getting this, and like I feel like it's a really prevalent theme right now. Some of you are moving away from the structures and traditional foundations of like churches and religion, and really having your eyes opened right now, for some of you, to other kind of like more spiritual based beliefs or groups or communities, and really, bringing that religion in terms of like needs to be practiced in a structure, like a house or a building or a church, and you need to be part of that. And you're always like fear and guilt and shame around that. It's like I see that being removed, and a lot of people just really coming into themselves, coming into their spirituality, reaching out to like-minded people, reaching out to community, joining groups, joining like-minded society type groups. Yeah, I just keep seeing like community for a lot of you. Some of you, again, it's that earthly aspect. So maybe you're joining a gym or a workout group, or you're enrolling in boxing, or maybe you're taking a dance class, or a hobbyist group, or like you're doing like needlepoint or painting or something like that. Like it could be things like that as well. You're going to find a lot of comfort in those like-minded people as you expand and grow and really lean into a lot of this energy. And there's a lot of future learning coming in for you. You're going to have a lot of opportunities to learn, a lot of opportunities for things in the future as you kind of pave out this new way, and all of this beautiful manifestation comes in. So I hope that resonates. There's a lot of information there for my water signs. That makes sense. I love you guys so much. I hope that resonated. All right, we are going to jump into the last sign of the night. Holy crap. It feels like this has just flown by. I don't know about you guys, but I'm like, we're already at the last sign. We're already at Earth signs. I feel like we just started. I feel like I've been talking nonstop. I love you guys so much. I haven't even looked at the comments, but I see you guys are all here. You're so amazing. Thank you for being here. Share with your friends, share with people. We're going to dive into that Earth sign reading now. I'm going to have another sip of this delicious strawberry muddle. It's hard to drink it and not get the strawberry bits like falling out of my mouth. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. Earth signs, my babes. Woo! I swear this sweetgrass scares producer Not Pat. I feel like the robot is concerned that the place will be engulfed pretty soon. So no worries there, producer Not Pat. It's not going to happen. Sweetgrass is pretty safe. It doesn't engulf unless you really hold it in the fire for a long time. All right. Let's get into our Earth sign reading. I'll probably go off on a tangent as I'm doing this because that's just been how the night has gone. I see all these comments. Hi, my loves. Hi, everyone. I'm so glad you're here. Share this up. Spread the Tarot and Tunes word. I would be so appreciative if you could. I am trying to grow this platform and this this following and this show. We are slowly getting attention of some really cool opportunities, and the more people that watch, the better that'll be for us. So I appreciate you guys so much. All right, earth signs connected to your collective energy here. My beautiful Virgos, my Capricorns, my Tauruses. Obviously, little extra special for my Capricorns in this full moon because it is your full moon in Capricorn. So everybody gets a turn at that. All right, feeling that connection. Just going to intuitively be guided to where the cards would like to be cut. Okay, let's get a shot of that. Producer, not Pat. All right, my loves, we have the Four of Wands for you beautiful babies. Let's bring that up, producer, not Pat. Okay. What am I feeling here? Honestly, it's kind of really cool because it's like perfectly aligned with your moon. It's all coming in. It's like there's so much harmony here. I keep seeing just like chilled out vibes, chilled out peace. I see joy. There's a lot of celebration for some of you, especially Capricorns. I'm feeling like a lot of celebration. Some hard work that you have put in is about to pay off. You literally don't have to do much for it. I see it just kind of coming all of a sudden, magically falling into place, like I said, of that full moon unpack that we did earlier in the episode. So if you didn't catch that, go back and watch that or find the clip. Should be posted here somewhere. So yeah, just so much celebration coming in. I am getting gratitude for you guys, which is interesting because we talked about gratitude as the full moon unpack, and it was about really appreciating the people that are around you, especially your partners, and really communicating what you appreciate about the people that you're with, or the person that you're with, or your family, or your friends, or your loved ones. I see that gratitude. Some of you are going to be celebrating some big things, like I'm getting like a wedding, a birth, maybe like a 50th anniversary, some big milestone celebrations for some of you earth signs, or even like a family reunion. Like maybe you've recently seen some family you haven't seen before, or you're about to see some family you haven't seen in a while. But I'm getting like some big celebrations, some big joyous like happiness. Like it's like palpating in my chest right now. Like I can feel it coming up into my neck. It's just like so happy. There's going to be just lots of that energy coming around. I feel like a lot of you are returning home to people who love you, or you're returning home to yourself, or you're returning home to something. This card is bringing me lots of like home vibes, and I know it is about the home, so it makes sense. But like, yeah, some of you are like, maybe you're improving your home, maybe you're doing renovations, or maybe you've recently just purchased a home and you're starting to settle into that, or you're excited about that and you're celebrating another big milestone. That's something like just so it's just big like that. I keep getting numerology keeps popping in. It's like Spirit wants me to talk about like four in numerology is stability. And it's just time for happiness. It's time for security. It's time for you to just enjoy what's coming in. You don't really have to be working very hard right now. It's almost like you can take a pause because you have been, and now you can kind of set that manifestation practice into place again, but just simultaneously just kind of reaping and enjoying all of this positivity. Like, you've had so much growth and expansion over the past couple of months, and I don't know if a lot of you can see it, but like where you were compared to where you are right now, like if you've journaled in the past 6 months, anytime in there, like we're talking 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, like if you've journaled in the past 6 months, or can, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, retrospect? Is that a word? Retrospect? Yeah, it is. Full moon got me all like that. If you have the ability to do that without journaling and like look back into like to be able to see it with clarity and be like, wow, like I have come so far and I did want these and I worked really hard for it and now it's coming in for me. Like, pay attention to that, because that's your full moon energy that you're really being called to embrace and to just digest and swallow. Like, you've had so much of that growth, you've had so much expansion, you've been in that like healed masculine. Again, that's coming through themes tonight. And it's just the time right now for you to kind of like pause and celebrate. Like, you don't need to be doing some grueling work right now. Like, success is coming your way, whether it has or it will be. It's coming because you did that hard work and you put that all in. So now is just a time for you to celebrate and enjoy and take it easy. Manifest, obviously. I'm not telling you to stop that practice, but like the hard work, the long laborious days, like you can take that Friday off. You can take that Monday off. Like, take a week off, right? Enjoy this full moon in Capricorn energy that we were talking about earlier, and really just allowing yourself to celebrate your successes. Like, if you're working so hard and you never give yourself that time, you're going to start shifting the energy of what is coming to you. You need to be able to accept that and to celebrate that and to take a step back and really just give yourself permission. That's a huge thing. Just give yourself permission. If you need permission, I'm giving it to you. Like, this is a green light. Just chill and enjoy and celebrate how far you've come and enjoy some of these big milestones that are coming up for you. There's a lot of big energy right there for you, my beautiful earth signs. I love you so much. All right. Woo! I knew that was coming. Okay. We did it. Guys, we did it. And I think I'm on time. Producer Pat, am I on time? Holy crap. We'll celebrate this success, y'all. Cheers. I'm on time. All right, guys. A couple of things, and then I will let you go and enjoy the rest of your beautiful night. It's still daylight outside. How awesome is this? I encourage you guys to watch these shows outside now because it's warm. I know it's cold. It's cold where I am, at least, but hopefully we'll get back into that warm weather. I think it's coming later in the week in Ontario. Okay, couple of quick things. My loves, we will be live next week right here on Rattle One at 8 p.m. for Tarot in Tunes question and answer. So if any of these readings gave you any kind of like confusion or maybe a lot of clarity and now you have more questions or you're looking for some more guidance, I've got you, babe. I am here next week on Tuesday at 8 p.m. for that question and answer episode where I answer everyone's questions, as many as I possibly can. And then we do a big collective reading at the end to kind of carry us in and just add to this reading here. This reading that I just did for all of you is going to be the energy that you will be in kind of now for the next couple of weeks, at least until we get to that new moon. So work with it, digest it, embrace it, swallow it, chew on it, all of that. Go back and listen to these again. Like I said, I splice them all up and toss them up on our YouTube channel, and I share them a little bit in the Facebook. So make sure that you watch it again. If you are interested in a little bit of a more in-depth reading, pretty sure something will pop up. There you go. I don't even need to talk about it. You can reach out to me, Tarot by Anneille, on Instagram or Facebook. I will totally get back to you and fit you in. I have very, very limited availability, but I always save spots for my Tarot in Tune loves because you guys have been here from the beginning and I love it. Okay, I think that's about it. We still have our discount for Spirit Things. You can grab it at the end of the show. A commercial pops up as well. If you're looking for any new crystal bracelets or intentioned, high-vibed things for your home, they're all there too, and you can grab it all. Big shout out to Amanda Steele for being back and killing it this week. Thank you, my love, and I'm glad she is doing better after her little kerfuffle with the getting hit on her bike last week. She's all good, and she appreciated all of your well wishes. Shout out to the Hedge Witch as well for supplying me with my beautiful table set. They are an amazing shop. If you are local to Sharon or Newmarket in Ontario, you're definitely going to want to check them out. They pop up after the show as well. That is it for me. I end every episode, as I always do, with just how fucking much I love you guys. You guys are amazing. I appreciate every single one of you from the bottom of my giant heart. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you so much for sharing the work that I do. Your support is like unquantifiable to me. I love you so freaking much, and I appreciate the heck out of you. I hope these readings resonated. I wish you guys the most best blessed full moon on Thursday. Hit up some rituals. If you have questions for me, shoot me a message. I will definitely give you some insight on rituals you can perform. But a nice simple one is toss those crystals and some water in a mason jar out on the eve of the full moon and allow it all to be charged. I love you so much. I will see you next week on Tuesday at 8 p.m. right here on Rattle One. Mwah. Oh, hi guys. I just wanted to talk to you real quick about our brand new sponsor, Spirit Things. Spirit Things creates intentional jewelry and things. They believe that everything in life holds energy, and whatever you put on your skin, adorn your body with, or bring into your sacred space should be high vibe and good intentioned. Spirit Things works with an abundance of high quality gems and crystals to create authentically purposeful pieces. Each piece is cleared of negative energy and created in a high vibrational state. Spirit Things is often commissioned to make some really sweet custom pieces, but their online store is always stocked with pieces that they've created that they truly adore and vibe with. They are big supporters of my show. They've told me they dig the vibe, and I'm super excited to collaborate with them. Because they think this show is so awesome, they know that you guys must be awesome too. So they have given us a super special code of 10% off on all your orders. So use the code TarotTunes10 and shop on the Spirit Things online store and get 10% off all of your orders.